Have you ever sprayed on a perfume for it to be non-existent by lunchtime? Happens to the best of us. Today, I'm sharing the best long-lasting designer perfumes that stick to you all day and get you noticed. These are going to be tried and true fragrances that deliver both projection and get you compliments. If you want to know what they are, continue to watch. Welcome back, my loves, and if you are new here, I'm the Sensei, and welcome to my channel where every day smells like cuteness, confidence, and a little bit of luxury. If that is your thing, please continue to watch, and also consider subscribing to the channel and joining our family. We get lit over here, and I know you don't want to miss out on all of the latest and the greatest, so consider subscribing and liking this video. Without further ado, let's jump in. And the first one up is for the grown ladies in the building, and this one is from the House of Chanel, and this is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. Chanel Coco Mademoiselle is a patchouli rose base that is anchored so deeply and refuses to fade, making this a timeless, all-day signature fragrance. Trust and believe there is a reason this makes the editorial list year after year. Top notes are going to be bergamot, orange, and grapefruit. Middle notes are rose, lychee, and jasmine, and base notes are patchouli, vanilla, musk, and vetiver. And the reason why this one is such a long-lasting banger is because that patchouli rose base, it clings to the skin for hours. I think I get like 10 plus hours with this fragrance. Like, it definitely lasts all day long. Like, there's never a time where I spray this and it needs to be reapplied. I do not take a decant with this at all, ever, because I know it's going to get me through the day. And the thing that I love about this is that a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot of this. This is one that can definitely choke somebody out if they are sensitive to fragrances. This one, because it has that patchouli in it, you definitely don't have to go overboard with this. I'm not saying that you can't overspray a little bit, because I'm an oversprayer and I overspray pretty much any of my fragrances unless it's just a complete beast mode. But this one, a little goes a long way. You can do your normal 8 to 10 sprays and this will get you throughout the day. And again, this is on hot days. And the next one is one of my absolute favorites. If you watch this channel, you have seen this one more than enough. And this one is from the House of Mugler, and that is Angel Nova. And Angel Nova is a juicy raspberry brightness that dries down to something addictive and magnetic with a woody base that gives this hours of projection. I'm pretty sure I get about 12 plus hours with this. Top notes are going to be raspberry and lychee. Middle notes are damask rose, and base notes are akagala wood and benzoin. And this is a perfume that I really enjoy. As I said, you guys probably seen this enough if you have been here before. It's an easy reach when I want to throw on something fruity and it's going to give me compliments. I have never had any performance issues with this one. As I said, this gives me 12 plus hours performance on skin. As far as clothes, it's stuck on your clothes until you wash them. And I have never, ever, ever worn this perfume and have not received a compliment. Next one up is from the House of Prada, and that is Prada Paradoxe. And I know you guys are probably surprised that she is on this list, but she is white florals and amber that cradles you in warmth, while her musky base clings to you like a second skin, which makes it smell so good, which makes this surprisingly long lasting for such a fresh modern day scent. Top notes are going to be pear, tangerine, and bergamot. Middle notes are orange blossom, neroli essence, neroli, and jasmine sambac. Base notes are bourbon, vanilla, amber, white musk, and benzoin. And again, yeah, this one is so pretty. This dries down to a sweet, creamy, ambery scent that gives about 8 plus hours. And I know that's not as long as the other ones, but this is also not a beast mode fragrance. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, 8 hours performance is good longevity, especially when you have fragrances now that you're spending $200 on and it's gone like that. And 1 or 2 hours, it's like you didn't spray on anything and you're left feeling like you wasted your money. And that is something that is not going to happen with this one. And the next one up is from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, and that is Divine EDP. And Divine dances between playful gourmand and radiant florals. She has this creamy musk that locks into your skin and gives a sweetness that just does not quit. Top notes are going to be calypso, bergamot, and red berries. Middle notes are ylang ylang, lily of the valley, and jasmine. And base notes are meringue, musk, and patchouli. And this one is going to be a radiant aquatic fragrance with a sweet and salty, lightly salted type of vibe. And I'm actually going to rock this one today because I didn't spray anything on me today. But yeah, this one is so sexy and classy, and it has really impressive staying power. And I get about 9+ hours with this one. And the next one up is from the house of Tom Ford, and that is Rose de Chine. And this one is a rose garden at twilight, follow me, glowing against a smoky, resinous haze. She's sexy. Deep, mysterious, and richly textured with some myrrh and resins that hug the skin all day. The top note is going to be Chinese peony, middle note is rose, and the base notes are myrrh and labdanum. And the note breakdown is so simple, but this is just one of those ones where less is more. A lot of Christian Louboutin perfumes are like that. A lot of them are beast mode performers, and they only have about 3 notes in them. So don't think because fragrance does not have a recipe of notes that means anything. And this one I get about 9 to 10 hours out of. This one is going to be a sensual rose with golden resins that is luxurious and powerful. Next one up is from the house of Jimmy Choo, and that is I Want You. And this is such a cute bottle. I love Jimmy Choo's bottles. And this one is just a sparkling peach Bellini with vanilla cream drizzled on top. And the top notes are going to be peach and mandarin orange. Middle notes are jasmine and red lily. Base note is vanilla. And this one, I get an easy 8 hours wear with this one. And I'm talking projection. And a lot of people are shocked with this one. The thing with this one is that you really have to make sure you are spraying her. If you spray just 3-4 times, you're not going to get the compliments, you're not going to get the reactions, and you for surely is not going to get the lasting power. Do about 10-15 sprays of her and you will get the job done. Yes, it is a peach vanilla fragrance, but do not underestimate it at all. This is intoxicating. The vanilla and the jasmine anchors this perfume beautifully. That really makes it last for hours. So trust and believe, this is definitely going to be there when the party ends. And the next one should not come to a surprise to anyone, but the next one on this list is from the house of YSL, and that is Libre. And this girl is fire and ice in a bottle. The sharp vanilla feels bold and commanding, while that warm vanilla smolders underneath. This one is unforgettable with a bold sillage that lingers well after you left the room. Top notes are going to be lavender, mandarin orange, blackcurrant, and petitgrain. Middle notes are lavender, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes are Madagascar, vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. And this is one that really had to grow on me. I was not a fan of this one early on in her life, but it doesn't matter. Better late than never. I actually had to fall in love with the intense version first. This is just one that is just not good to make your decision about this one in a store. I would strongly suggest anyone who feels like this one was too sharp for them, because that's what the problem was with me at the start. It was too sharp. I would suggest that you spray this on you. One day, go in the store, just spray yourself down with this one. Make sure you hit your wrists and go home and sniff yourself in about an hour and then see how you feel about this one. The magic is truly in the dry down with this one. And this one gives me 10+ hours. And this is 10+ hours of compliments. This is bold, it's iconic, it's long wearing. And Out of all of my designer scents, I would say this one is one of the ones that renders the most compliments. And the next one up is from the house of Christian Dior, and that is J'adore Dior. J'adore feels like walking through a field of jasmine with silk brushing all over your skin. It's luminous, it's elegant, and surprisingly tenacious. The florals may feel delicate, but the blend is crafted to last all day. Top notes are pear, magnolia, melon, peach, mandarin orange, and bergamot. Middle notes are jasmine, lily of the valley, tuberose, freesia, rose, orchid, violet, and plum. Base notes are musk, vanilla, cedar, and blackberry. And I get about 8 hours plus projection on this perfume. I literally still smell it when I get in the shower at night. And I'm going to give you another tip that people don't know about with this perfume. If you get the travel size one, see with the travel size, it's actually, I don't know if you can tell, but the travel size one is actually an oil and it's a roller ball. And this one lasts even longer than the perfume. So if you decide, that you don't even want to do the perfume, if you do the roller ball, this one lasts even longer. So if you do own the bigger one and you decide to get the roller ball, you can hit all of your pulse points with the roller ball and use this one to spray your clothing. So that's just a tip I wanted to throw in there with J'adore Dior. And as you can see, the juices are even different in color. And that's because this one is an oil and this one is a fragrance. To sum it up, this one is elegant, it's timeless, it's beautiful, it's classy, and it's an easy reach and can also even be a great signature scent. And the next one up is from the house of Viktor and Rolf, and that is Flowerbomb Extreme. Now, imagine the original Flowerbomb dressed in velvet and candlelight, sweeter, darker, and more enveloping. That's what you get here with this one. And Flowerbomb Extreme opens up with raspberry. Middle note is rose, orange blossom, and jasmine, and the base note is vanilla bean. And as many of you who are Flowerbomb cult followers, y'all already know that that is a beautiful fragrance that has decent longevity. This one is sweeter, is deeper, and more intense than the original, especially after allowing this one to sit for a few months. It's even better than it was when I first got it. But yeah, this one has major staying power. This one clings with more richness. The jasmine and vanilla bean is really holding down the florals and helping them to bloom all night. So they bloom all night long. And the last one on this list is an oldie but goodie. I think this has to be one of the most hyped up fragrances of all time, at least one of them. Because when this was hot, it was hot. You were smelling this everywhere. And this one is from the house of Mugler, and this is Alien, the original. And this one here, either you love it or either you hate it. But one thing no one is going to argue with you about is the performance or longevity, because there's no argument. This lasts all day till the next day, on your clothes until you wash them, on your skin until you shower. This one is probably the most long-lasting one on this list, next to Angel Nova, which is her sister or cousin, whatever you want to call it. They related. They are both in the Mugler family. There should be no surprise that they're both on this list. Top note is going to be jasmine sandbag, middle note is cashmere, and base note is amber. And this is another one where less is more, because this one is definitely doing the absolute most. This has legendary longevity. This has a glowing ambery base, so sexy. Radiates all day and all night, going to get you hella compliments, gorgeous. But you do have to love jasmine to love this fragrance. This is a jasmine forward fragrance with a thick ambery base. So that amber really contributes to helping that jasmine perform and making it a lot more bolder. So keep that in mind. It is going to be a jasmine resinous fragrance. And we have reached the end of this video. If there are any long-lasting designer perfumes that did not make this list that are your go-tos, please share it to us. As you know, we are a family and this is a learning zone for everyone. So please share and drop them below. And until next time, I thank you guys so much and you have a lovely day.